Hi, it's Karen. Now, as you all know, the Rad Dudecast is an offensive, man-run patriarchy of a podcast. And we three called in and said, enough is enough. And Brendan and Anthony and Greg were kind enough to say, you think ladies are going, you want to be ladies? Then why don't you come in and see if you can do any better? And we did. And so my name is Karen. And welcome to the first ever episode of the Rad Dudecast Lady Cast. Now I'm here with my best friend and sorority sister,
Slushy Von Slushvilles.
Slushy Von Slushvilles.
Don't know if I'm hanging around. I might be leaving a second and bring my other friend in, but this is who is sat down right now.
No, I think Slushy, maybe you just stay here the whole time.
Okay.
And we're here with our other friend.
Yes, Evelyn Boulevard.
Yeah, of course we're here with Evelyn Boulevard. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. I'm here today.
Excuse me, Evelyn. Did you just say you're welcome? Thus I'm here today.
You're welcome. I'm here today.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Are you when you say I'm catching you're welcome, and I'm catching here today?
Yes.
Between those two, I seem to hear you say "thuthum."
You're so welcome. You're so welcome that I'm here today.
I hate to be a stickler, but do you think you might try talking into that microphone?
I think.
Keep it near your mouth.
I get the good.
I don't know what kind.
Is this loud enough? I'm rarely recorded.
Yeah. Now, a lot of y'all might think, what kind of woman is Mrs. Boulevard?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at her right now. I could not tell you what kind of woman she is. Looks like some kind of retarded Asian. I don't know.
Oh, so what do you mean by that? I'm a beautiful woman.
She is a beautiful woman.
My mama says I'm a beautiful woman.
Evelyn Boulevard has got hips from here to Memphis.
Yeah.
If I was on a roller coaster that followed the curves of her body, I'd say this is a fine roller
amusement
coaster.
park would you be at?
Kings Island.
Kings Island, I love it.
I think that changed into a Six Flags.
Oh, maybe it did. Big business is taking over the country.
I know that's
and the
right.
Mom and pop roller coaster stops.
I know that's
gotta
right.
close down.
Now, if I could start us off here.
Surely.
I think, and now I know that all three of us, we're loyal listeners to the Rad Dudecast, but we all got together and said, "Oh, I hate that podcast because they are denigrating and decifitating to women."
Yes, sir.
And they are also spreading the words of the devil himself, the great accuser. And I am not going to stand for that when Jesus is my Lord.
I know that's right. Did you catch last week's epidepi?
Oh, I heard it. I felt it. I did not like one thing of that. Now,
they said there ain't no God. I said, if there ain't no God, then tell me why I got them pancakes.
So if there ain't no God, then where these titties come from?
Yeah.
If there ain't no God, then why? Why would there be no God?
Why would there be no God?
Why would there be no God?
I can always count on Evelyn Boulevard to really add something to the situation at hand.
I had a question that does not really fit. It's not really a question that can be answered.
Go ahead, slushy Vaughn. Now, tell me,
why would there be no God? Do you understand how deep that question goes?
Exactly why.
Some people say he just got some Skittles in his head, but I don't know. I think she got some. I don't know, man.
You called me a he.
I'm a she.
Okay,
that's only missing an S on that, my friend.
Yeah, that's all.
Miss Boulevard.
You drop an F.
Now, one thing I know is that gender is fluid.
Gender is.
Now, if you're sitting at home wondering what if I was in that room with my peoples, I catch. Well, we're all dressed in our finest red gowns, and we got a hat made from the finest Kentucky hattery.
I got a segment we got to do later, if y'all is ready, but not now. Oh boy.
That was that's what I like to call one of Evelyn's dragon burps.
Oh, Evelyn, Evelyn's dragon burps.
One of Evelyn's dragon burps.
Now, that is not very ladylike to have a dragon burp.
But as we all know, gender is fluid, and so is burps.
Well, if you got a fluid burp, I hate to break it to
That
you.
burp identifies as a dragon.
Let me tell you something. If you got a fluid burp, you done thrown up.
That's called a vomit, sister.
Yeah, you barfed.
You done barfing.
Well, okay. I mean, look at me.
I mean, I'm glad you interrupted my segment to tell us about your fluid burp.
Slushy,
That was loud.
Slushy, and I know we're gonna get into your second. Tell me one last time your last name because I always forget it.
Man, we
It's
might
Slushy Von Slushy.
Slushy on slush man.
Right, that's right. I
Slush
know that's
is.
right. Now you
Uh-huh.
most recently, I noticed on Instagram, you was engaged.
I got married.
Okay,
Yeah.
not only was you engaged, you was married.
I was married to a man, a good man who done bought me a home, and his job is questionable.
Oh, okay.
Sure, what he does for a living isn't what the people like to say is morally correct. But he's a man of the Lord, and that's all I care about.
Okay, now if you don't mind, that's one thing that bothers me about the Rad Dudecast. They just be asking whatever they want to ask. Now let me ask you: is it okay with you if I delve into your personal business?
Ask me permission to answer a question?
Yeah, I would love your permission.
Granted.
Thank you, Slushy. Now, tell us, this fine, buxom young man.
Yeah.
Now, what is his job that you are so hesitant to accept as acceptable in the light of the Lord?
Well, see, he is not from this country. He is from another country where they have different laws and have-abouts, if you know what I mean.
I do know what
They
you
make
mean.
a bunch of monies doing a different bunch of things. Now what he is an artist in the way of skin art. You understand what a skin art is?
Now, do you mean as in a tattooist?
Very similar to a tattoo, except that they don't use the same product, and that's where it gets a little on the fence. Well, they do in America is they like to use ink of sorts. And, No, my Korean lover, Mr. Wong,
Yes,
of course, you call him Mister. I understand.
because he is such a man.
Yeah. Oh, I
You
know.
gotta
he
call
is.
him Mr. something, and I call him Mr. Wong. And his name isn't even Mr. Wong. His name is Mr. Han Chang Hang Hang, but I call him Mr. Wong just because it's so hard to repeat that.
It's funny. It's funny though. It's funny. I don't know.
Evan Boulevard,
This is a very
you
good-
are right about that.
Yes. What was I right about?
That is funny.
That is funny though.
Because his name, Mr. Hunter Chong.
Mr. Hong Chang Chong Chong Chong.
Y'all, one time they're funny people.
Yeah, with the way, well, I don't know what that's supposed to
Boy,
mean.
boy, that is something else.
The way it's written is Mr. Hong Chang Chong 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 ETC, because you just do that forever. You just go Mr. Hong Chang
Oh,
Chong
yeah,
Chong Chong
sure.
Chong
I-
ETC dot.
I do see a
To
lot
be
of names
continued.
with the ETC in them. Now, hold on. If I could just back it, track it.
Surely, of course. You can ask me any question you want. There we go.
Well, that do sound like a man I used
My
to.
first lover, of course.
Sure, Mr. We won't mention
We'll get
him.
into him later.
Now,
Yes.
if I could say,
He is past.
sure, and may heaven bless his Lord with the light of 1,000 candles.
Of that.
Now,
Yeah.
and I do believe we have just passed over this like a
Sure, but
like
we
the fog
continue.
passing over the Mississippi River. You tell me he's doing sort of like now this is a Mr. Wong, and I'll tell him that for simplicity's sake.
Mr. Wong, that's what we call him.
He's doing some type of skin art, but you say there ain't no
No.
inks involved.
He uses what I like to call it. Well, what American people like to call is AIDS-filled urine piss. That's what he uses to draw his pictures. And so
yes.
when we moved here,
Yes.
from the old country,
Yes.
a lot of his product was seized by the FDA.
Yes.
Yeah, and that people were not. And they didn't want to let him continue his
Oh,
art.
yes.
So we went down to St. Mark's,
Yes,
the
yes.
street in New York, and we said,
Oh,
sit
yeah.
down, get a free tattoo.
Yeah,
And there he is,
yeah.
just inking people up, pictures of yin-yangs and clowns,
Yeah.
just with AIDS-filled monkey piss.
Yes.
Listen, and I'm not a judgmental lady. And you can ask anybody about that. I lost my virginity at the age of 14
Ooh, to who? Hang on, sister, you ain't gonna brush over that?
to Travis Barker.
From Blink-182?
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Now, but I don't want to delve into that because that ain't my business to throw out there. Because
I mean,
think
it's somebody's business. This is a scandal
but-
cast now.
and it was.
Ooh.
I got pregnant with his baby, and my daddy sent me to Minnesota.
Oh,
But
I have it extinguished.
so, but that fire was a light, and that fire had to be put out.
Extinguish is a funny way to put it.
But I do declare I must back up.
Oh, yeah.
Declare.
Because you seem to be under the impression that the idea of your man,
Yeah.
who, and I do not mean to imply he ain't a good man.
He is a great man.
That's what. Well, he is.
Other than that,
That's the thing that I would throw out there, and I'd love to get Evelyn Boulevard's
Evelyn's been
views.
talking the whole time. I don't know if you
I'm just
noticed.
laughing at you two, madame.
I'd
get
love
it,
to get Evelyn's Boulevard's thoughts on the subject.
Yes.
But it would seem to me, upon first glance, you give a man a tattoo or a woman. Gender is fluid, but you
Fluid.
give anyone a
No, it also
tattoo
is a fluid.
with what?
AIDS-filled monkey pit.
Well, now, and here's the thing.
Very fluid.
And I do believe you first referred to it as AIDS-filled urine piss, which is just similar idea, but
Monkeys. It comes from monkeys.
well, I know, and I don't want to throw
Yeah, it's
Mr.
called a urine
Wong into
piss.
any kind of legal trouble,
Nah, Mr.
but if
Wong
I
is your
had
man.
to say, that's moiter.
More mother. Yes.
Yeah, you.
Oh, the monkey killing.
No.
Yeah, we don't want to kill no monkeys.
I don't
there.
think you're
Right.
killing the
We get
monkeys.
We get the finest monkeys, and they live free range, and we just take the piss by
Oh, yeah, jack 'em up,
Gentlemen.
jack them off a little bit.
Gentlemen.
Jack 'em.
I gotta say, and I got 2 points on the subject.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
you call
One.
us gentlemen.
Well, ladies,
Thank you.
that's a term I say, and when I say gentlemen,
Gender
Sure.
is.
I
gender-
mean
yeah.
we are gentle women of the night,
Of course.
and I
Oh.
shorten that. I take 2 parts of it out,
Of
Oh,
course.
cool.
but I do need to mention 2
Cool.
particular points.
Uh-huh.
Point A, it does seem to me that if you are just after the monkey urine,
Uh-huh.
I do not know that you need to jerk them off.
Well, you need to.
Why not?
Well, because
Yeah, right. Why
Why
not?
not? The monkeys love it.
well, if you're just in it for the pleasure of the monkeys, well then by all means a wacky jacky. But I'm saying the urine, it's a semen is gonna come out when you jerk the monkey, and the urine comes out in the natural course of urination.
Yeah, well, how do you go get
but-
yourself all amped up to give yourself a good tattoo if you're not drinking a bunch of monkey semen AIDS-filled?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that is a good point. So then I'm going to be moved in. That question I find thoroughly and satisfactorily answered.
Sure, we can get back in the meet later. I do have some questions for Mrs. Boulevard, though.
No, I'm gonna have to go.
you
I'm
wanna
gonna have to just continue
go
because
ahead.
you seem to
don't
answer
really-
my murder accusation with a concern about the monkeys. And now, if I could say, I was a little more concerned
Sure.
with these humans that you are giving Mr. Wong, I should say.
Mr. Wong, Mr. Ha-cha-cha.
Say his name again. That made me laugh.
Mr. Ha-cha-cha.
Sure did make you laugh.
Mr. Wall.
Now, can I ask you a
ever
question,
seen him?
Eleanor Boulevard?
Evelyn Boulevard.
Evelyn Boulevard. I'm
Eleanor
sorry.
Boulevard
Are
is
you
my father.
your father's name is Eleanor?
No, that's a joke that people make. I do the same. You know?
Oh, that's pretty good. Now, a question.
Oh, Mr. Peckerhead is
Are
my
you
father.
right? Now, I've noticed
People
some of the
do.
things you've been saying, and I got to ask because I don't know you as well as I know Slushy. We are, of course, sorority sisters down
Hey,
at.
remind me again of how we know each other. I always forget.
Well, you knew Slushy from you was in a quilt making club.
Oh yeah,
So
the eighth quilt.
Well,
Oh, yeah, AIDS quilts.
But I do have
I
to,
remember
For the
that.
AIDS.
and I
For the AIDS.
AIDS for the AIDS, we
AIDS
called
for
it.
the AIDS.
That's pretty good. But I do beg you not to take offense. And I beg you, but I do have to
implore.
I have to ask.
That's okay.
Are you what we would call light in the brain?
Yes, I've been hitting the head with a shovel many times.
Now, if you won't just take a second to look at the back of Evelyn's head.
Can you turn around there?
Oh, sure.
You notice that big old chunk missing out of there?
Well,
That's
I
the-
do declare.
Yeah, that's the cerebrus Slinkovich.
That fella's
That-
got
he
a
just-
trench in his head.
Missing it.
Once again, I'm not a fella. You have to stop calling me that. It's a sore spot for me.
What? No, that's a short for fellatio.
Fellatio,
Oh, cool. It's okay to call me a blowjob. Well, that's mighty fine.
Now, how do you come by getting hit in the head with a shovel on more than one occasion?
Oh, my mother, very simple answer. My father's disciplinary tactics.
Disciplinary tactics is what it said. It
Yeah,
said
my
his father used to hit him with a
disciplinary
shovel.
Tactics.
I don't know if that's what I would call a tactic.
It worked?
A tactic.
Yes.
She attacked him.
I know that's
Attacked
right.
his head
That
with a
is
shovel.
funny,
Yeah.
That's funny.
Now that's true.
Very funny.
Now you a beautiful lady.
Well, thank you.
You are beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's not often I'm called that. Thank you.
Why
Now,
don't you take that shirt off?
yeah, why don't you take that old shirt off?
Well, in the presence
Show
of
them old
friends, there's nothing
flapper
wrong with
jackets.
that at all.
Now, I
Now,
don't
wait, wait a minute. When I take it off, I do a count up.
Okay, give a count up.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 7,
Oh, boy.
4,
Now I got to say something to you.
13.
While he's counting, I got to have a
Yeah.
sidebar with you.
Sure, let's
We
go
are
ahead.
clearly going to take advantage of this little retarded baby girl.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's
Okay.
right.
Is that okay?
Okay, now my third
Of course
off.
it is. Shusha. Now,
My
here's the
third
thing.
off.
Your shirt is off.
Now, if I could ask you, because I'm
Yeah.
staring at your titties and they are voluptuous.
Well, thank you very much.
But I do have to say, now on your left titty,
So,
the nipple
yes.
and areola area
Ooh.
does seem to be
Ooh.
twice the size of the actual titty.
Yes, it's a condition.
Have you ever seen an areola bigger than the titty?
It's a
No, I don't think I ever
No,
have.
because it's a female condition.
Well, we are also females.
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
I honestly think that when God made people, right, he grabs a leg from a beautiful woman, an arm from a whatever, from a strong person. I think he just grabbed a bunch of anything and slapped it together with some crazy glue when they made old Evelyn
Yes,
Boulevard.
that's why my father would say, Evelyn, you are God's puzzle piece.
Well, that's right. But if that's a puzzle,
Hit me
you
with the shovel.
yeah, you
Very hard.
Evie, I got to say, you missing some pieces, girl. If that's a puzzle,
But that's why I say to the gentlemen I meet, I say, I'm the missing piece in your life.
Oh, that must scoop them up real good.
you're
like.
missing something,
Well,
girl.
sometimes, most of the time, they just shove me in mud.
Well, that ain't right.
That ain't right.
Well, sure, it's not right, but what's right is wrong.
Well,
What?
I don't think so. That is.
Okay.
I think that is wrong.
Straight logic, as we like to call that in
Ye-
southern Louisiana.
You done
Okay.
strayed like
Well,
a
my-
dog that done
my-
got loose.
My father also said, any man who's willing to look you in the eye and talk to you, you must well marry that man because that's the only person who ever talked to you.
And then he hit you with a shovel.
Most of the time,
Wow, that's
yeah.
some horrible.
Boy,
bringing
this a
up.
bad man, yo, Papa.
No, he's not very good.
No, because
no,
why
no,
he
but-
hit you with a shovel?
Well, he said, I'm too ugly to look at.
Yeah, he should have hit you in the front of your head then.
Well, Papa was a small man neither.
Now let me ask you: you want to get hit up into this quiz?
Oh, I do. I did prepare a quiz because I
Well,
know this.
we barely scratched the surface on this lady over here.
Who?
You.
Oh, you talking to me, Karen?
Karen, that's right.
Yes, your name is Karen, I forget.
What you want to know about me?
Oh, what's your interest about?
Who? You know what I like.
What's that?
I like to go. I go check out the Thunder from Down Under.
Oh, yeah.
That's that Australian stripper review show.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm the world's
tell me
number
about
one
that.
Thunder from Down Under
Uh-huh.
fan. I know
Oh,
them
cool.
all. I know Crocodile Nick. I know Terrence. I know all.
Terrence and Crocodile Nick.
Yeah,
Terrence,
they the best
how they
Thunder
do
from Down Under dancers
they-
in the world.
Terrence got kind of lazy with his name, I think.
Yeah.
That's what his mama gave him.
He was even want to be Kangaroo Nick or something.
No, because his mama said your name Terrence. Now he
Oh,
got
What
a
do you do in these reviews?
what? Well, I write them up for, and I
them
distribute.
up.
So I write up a review. I go to
Yeah.
every performance in the entire world of Thunder from Down Under.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and I write up a review and I send them around to the church bulletins.
You send the church reviews of sexual men from Australia?
Yeah, I write it up.
Interesting.
Yeah, I write it up and I do little drawings.
Oh.
So every man.
You are artist, like my Mr. Husband, Mr. Wong.
Well, very much like him.
Mr. Karate Chop. That's so funny to me.
I mean, he don't know karate.
He don't know karate, and I think,
Most of them
But he
do.
knows evading the police on a bunch of charges of killing men with the AIDS virus. Moida.
I still think it's questionable.
So I say, they start the review. I say, let me see what kind of slappy-dappies they're taking out.
Uh-huh.
They take out the old slappy-dappy.
The penises.
Yeah, and I
Okay,
write down, I
okay.
say, crocodile neck,
Yes.
5 inches flaccid.
Oh,
And I send that into church. And the church ladies get the bulletin. They decide who we going to want to go see at the Thunder from Down Under.
Thunder from Down Under, male review.
What kind of hogs
Yeah.
what kind of hogs do I want to have on my farm? You know what I mean? And so that and the good reverend, the pastor,
Yes.
he sponsors me.
Yes.
He pays for it.
Uh-huh.
Pastor Rudy.
What kind of church is this?
What? This is the Church of the Good Vibrations, Good Lord Baptist Fourth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, now
yes,
they're
I've
based
heard
down
of
in
that.
Tennessee.
Now, this a Jesus-believing church?
Oh, very much.
Oh, all right.
Very
okay.
much.
All right, okay.
They believe
They don't seem to be with that usually.
with what?
Male reviews.
Now let me ask you this:
Well, but that
What-
is. Oh yeah, go ahead.
what
man.
church you go to that they ain't got a weekly bulletin on the Thunder from Down Under?
You bring a good point. I don't know. I guess I just never really...
ain't no.
I go on the gospel cruise.
You go on a gospel cruise.
Yeah, the gospel cruise. Leave from Tampa Bay, sail around the Horn of Africa, come back to Tampa Bay.
The Horn of Africa.
Yes, yes,
Tampa Bay,
yes.
straight shot,
Yes, pretty
Horn,
much. Yeah,
back again.
Back to Tampa Bay.
A renegade admiral.
A renegade admiral.
Yes, yes.
Huh.
He knows the seas better than these knees.
Well, that's...
What?
Yes, he to go on the gospel cruise. Then we sing a song for the ocean to hear.
Well, that
This is very
now.
enlightening. This sounds like a wonderful thing.
I went on a side note, but
No, that sounds great.
No, I just want you guys to know about it. You get
Gospel cruise.
And let me tell you,
Yeah.
I thank the Lord that you told me about it because
Yeah,
I've been
yeah,
looking.
yeah, yeah.
I've been looking for somewhere. I gotta get.
Yeah.
I've seen too many
Yeah.
penises from
Yeah,
Australia,
yeah.
and I said I gotta give these odds a break.
Uh-huh.
I gotta
Kids
get
don't
on
wanna
a
go.
cruise. I wish there was some
Around
sort
the-
of cruise. I said to myself, you know where I'd like a cruise to go?
The Horn of Africa.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
And I've been thinking, I don't think there is a cruise that respects my religious beliefs, but yet goes straight from Tampa Bay.
To the Horn of Africa.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said,
Sure,
I
that
wish I
sounds
could
right.
find one, and here I found one.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds
you
Now,
wonderful.
what kind of entertainment they got on the gospel cruise?
Oh, mainly people who are singing songs for the Lord,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and then the zoo animals.
Zoo
animals.
Zoo animals.
All
yeah.
types of zoo
All
animals?
types of zoo animals.
Now, how many zoo animals of every type of animal they got?
2 each.
Okay, now I think I'm
Oh.
on to something here.
Yeah.
I think we. Now, what is this renegade admiral's
His
name?
name is Noah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Noah?
I don't know.
You talking about Noah's Ark?
Maybe so. Okay.
What?
I know it as the gospel cruise.
You know what it's got?
Oh,
Well, now what's this boat made out of?
Wood.
It's a wood
planks.
boat.
Yeah.
You want a wood boat with Noah,
Yeah.
and you got 2 of every kind of animal in the world,
Yeah.
and you call it the gospel
Cruise.
cruise.
The gospel cruise.
You want to smack-a-dack Noah's Ark?
Okay then. Then what
Ooh.
happens now?
Well, I think we have to prepare ourselves for a giant flood.
I would think the
Oh.
flood is a coming, and the Lord is a running.
Good thing I wore a skirt. Because otherwise, if I wore long pants,
course.
they would get wet and they'll be sticky.
Well, that's the first of your problems, but not the last. I'll tell you that now.
But
Now-
okay, I'm sorry. I sidetracked the whole operation. What was y'all talking about?
Well, I'd like to ask you this,
Uh-huh.
and if you don't mind,
Mm-mm.
because I know when I write up my reviews,
Uh-huh.
That's what we was talking
The
about.
views.
when I
Man,
say
reviews.
when I write up my next edition of Karen's Cox, which is what my column is called, Karen's
Cox.
Yeah, that's right, Karen's Cox.
In the church.
Yeah, it goes to every church.
On the
It's
bulletin.
a subscription-based
And
service.
they know about this?
What do they?
They seem to know. The ladies love it. Yeah, Karen's Cox, because I do focus on Thunder from Down Under, but I'll review any hog I happen to run into. Yeah, and it's basically a hog review, and I'm not I'm not talking the Farmer's Bulletin.
That's a good one.
Now,
Do they ever get mad at you?
who?
The people.
What people?
The people, the church people.
No, they love it because a big part of religion, a lot of what a lot of people are afraid to talk about.
Yes.
A big part of what
Yeah.
God wants.
Yes.
He wants us as women.
Yes.
He wants us to go out there and suck a hog.
Oh, my God.
Yes, that's why he's God.
Yeah, God. He say, get out there, be fruitful, and go downtown. You know, just be a lady.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to be a lady. You see it, you like it, you put your mouth all up and down it as deep and dark as it will go,
Oh,
and you slide it up and down.
Oh, yes.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
It's actually
Wait a
getting
minute,
pretty
man.
close to the segment I was going to do.
Hang on a second there.
Yeah.
You've read this in the book, God's book?
Yeah, this in the Bible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, paid for.
Wow.
He said, and I said unto thee, let there be light,
Yeah.
so that I can see my old schlong while them ladies giving it the rip roaring two-step with them mouthies.
Wow, God sounds a lot like an Italian bachelor.
Well, that is, a lot of people don't know this. His name is Fernancio.
Yeah, God's name is Fernancio.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
They forgot about that.
Now,
Yeah.
and I hate to cut you off.
No, I
but
got nothing.
I feel febrillated because you said you had a segment, and I just went down my own road, and I'd love to know what you jib jabbering
I
about.
think we should do the quiz first,
So we do have a quiz.
and then maybe do the segment a little later. I'm not sure how it's going to fly.
Well, if I know one thing about flight,
Uh-huh.
I don't think none of this has flown.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those segments that they're probably going to have to hit the power button at the end.
Sure, and I do understand that. Now I do
Well,
have
as a teaser for them.
I do have a quiz. Now this quiz,
Mm-hmm.
it's not about any one specific subject.
Uh-huh.
Well, Evelyn, are you okay over there?
I'm sorry, it's my malaria.
Now, I do guarantee this quiz is not about any
Uh-huh.
one particular segment, okay, or subject.
Yeah.
This is a general knowledge quiz.
Great.
Now, to buzz in, it will be multiple choice, mind you.
Yes.
To buzz in, y'all,
Mm-hmm.
you got to say something, a fact about your body.
Oh, okay. I love
Oh,
Because
great.
another thing I write about in my columns, sometimes for the men folk of the church,
Mm.
I write up of a lady's body.
Oh, I love
like
a lady's body.
Yeah, I like
Uh-huh.
to get a little info on that.
Mhm.
Juice them.
Juice them up. Juice them up.
Now,
Juice them up. Juice them down. Get around.
get
Yeah,
around.
that's what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Get around town.
Ooh,
In a
yeah.
fine
Get a hand and a leg.
Ooh.
Touch a ball. Jerk
Yeah,
a ball off.
Grab them in desperation and go, thank you so much for touching me. No one has, and no one ever. That is no
God,
one
Evelyn. Oh, my
Evelyn
God, Evelyn.
Boulevard,
It is.
You are the devil's child indeed. Now,
Oh, boy.
Oh, Lord. Evelyn Boulevard.
now, question
I want to
number.
park my car on that street.
Mm,
Someone break in.
Uh,
Do not park your car on that street.
Man, if you see Evelyn Boulevard, you keep on going till you get to Evelyn Avenue because there's gonna be trouble, and she's been hit with a shovel.
You in the wrong neighborhood.
Rhymes.
Ain't no one plowed Evelyn Boulevard all year.
Evelyn Boulevard
It
has.
no.
I
Yeah,
got a couple
this
of.
is true. I'm a very sad woman.
Evelyn Boulevard is full with potholes and garbage.
Evelyn Boulevard got wild dogs just running all around it,
Yeah.
All around.
stealing the mail.
Looking for scraps.
Yeah, this is true. Oftentimes I don't look out the window because it makes me too nervous.
Evelyn Boulevard is strewn with human feces and covered in trash fires.
Yeah, this is true.
Evelyn Boulevard's got some street toughs walking around,
Yeah,
ringing the doorbell, running past. People open the door saying, "Who there?"
Yeah.
But the kids already left.
You drive up and down Evelyn Boulevard, you better have a bomb-sniffing dog because there are some improvised explosive devices hidden in the grass.
funny you mentioned that. For a whole year, I've been told that the whole right side of my body was on fire.
That do not surprise me,
I had no
Slushy.
idea.
No. Evelyn Boulevard is the Newark riots all over again.
That is funny.
From the-
That is very funny.
Oh, it's very, yeah.
Lots of times, school children will shove old trash in my mouth, and they'll say it's an improvement from your teeth.
Oh, I know that's right.
terrible.
It's very
Evelyn
You ever
upsetting.
seen that movie 8 Mile?
Uh-huh.
That's
It
based
was
on the
Eminem.
life. That's based on the life of Eminem, which is based on the life of Evelyn Boulevard. Don't you cross it. So put your hands up if you from the 313. Now,
One time I saw a school bus driving on Evelyn Boulevard, and they don't even stop. They just take the children, throw them right out the back of the window.
I know that's
Say,
right.
I ain't gonna walk these kids on no Evelyn
I know
Boulevard.
that's right. I saw a woman walking a baby stroller down Evelyn Boulevard.
Yes.
I went and looked in that baby stroller. There wasn't no baby in there. There was a cat.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, it affects me mentally. Definitely. It's very emotionally upsetting.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
we're going to this quiz. Now, I do need to stress
Mm-hmm.
this is not about any subject. It's general knowledge.
General
It's
knowledge.
going to be a
Cool,
wide
cool.
breadth and wide oceans worth of,
Uh-huh.
of different subjects. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, again, the buzz in is set. Tell
Say
me
something.
something about your body. Question one.
Okay.
And there's going to be multiple choice if you
Uh-huh.
need it, but feel free to buzz in whenever you want, because I have listened to the podcast and it does seem like there is not a great deal of rules. Question number one: when was Renee Zellweger
Mm-hmm.
born?
But
Now, you want to? Well, go ahead and buzz.
I was
You
gonna say buzz.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now my body's got many roles that act as many holes to satisfy all the men from all over town.
So you saying
Mm-hmm.
you got different? Now you the holes. You got your normal hole.
Uh-huh.
Standard that comes standard
Mouth,
with the human.
pussy,
Yeah,
nose, ears.
You're not counting the back train.
No, I singed that clothes years ago in the name of the Lord.
Singed his asshole, her asshole.
That's the devil's
goes in
hole.
the-
Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that. Don't know where you fecitate out
I
of. but-
vomit out the shit
Now, do you want to-
like a good Christian girl.
Now, do you want to
Sure.
the options? Was she born in April 21st, 1968?
Mm-hmm.
Was Renee Zellweger born April 25th, 1969? Was she born May 24th, 1969? Or was she born May 20th, 1967?
Wow, I was off. I was going to say 1987.
A lot of people were, my friend. A lot of people were.
I'm going to go with B.
Well, I seem to have misplaced the answers to my quiz.
Good.
Wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. I'm back in business.
I don't know if anyone really cares. You could probably just say
Make the
anything.
thing up.
So your answer,
Mm-hmm.
what the hell was B? Hold on. Your answer was April 25th, 1969. And let me take a look at this. The correct answer, you, sir. I mean, you, ma'am. You, madam. Gender is fluid. And I remind
Gender
you
is
once
fluid, and we
again,
accept all
are
types.
correct. That is 1 point for Slushy Von Slush.
Slush it on whatever you want to say.
Now, again, I remind you this is a general knowledge quiz.
Uh-huh.
Question 2. For which a movie did Renee Zellweger win her first Academy Award?
Ooh.
Now, I thought...
Buzz?
Well, he beat you to the punch once again. I
I
thought
forgot we were playing again.
that is interesting that you did, Evelyn
mean,
Boulevard.
I was really trying to let him throw it in, but it
I
didn't
thought
look like he was
going
going
to
to
get in there.
answer.
I for sure thought that old boy was
He's
going to
going
get
through
in
the
here.
coats over there. He's just
I
looking
will
through.
be 100% honest with you. I 100% forgot.
That is an odd thing to forget, just a thing that is happening.
There's
Uh-huh.
a lot of things
Because
that
it
have
would
been done to me over the years
It
that
would-
lead to this point.
It would seem that it's not even a thing to forget. It's more of your just observation in it with your eyes in the moment. So
Yeah.
it's not a matter of forgetting because it was happening at the time.
Oh, I see the point you've made, and it makes sense.
So tell me a little something about your body, Slushy.
My ears are for listening. My eyes are for seeing. But my hands are what the devil uses to jerk off a man in a Chinese restaurant. Mr. Wong, shout out to you. I love you.
Funny, Mr. Wong.
Mr. Wong is a good
I
man.
love what I
Korean, works at a Chinese restaurant.
Sure,
You
okay.
ever seen
Now,
them
for
eat noodle food?
Oh, boy. What?
What?
Y'all ever seen them eat noodle food?
Seen who eat noodle food?
The squinty people.
Oh, boy.
Can I say,
Can we
when
not?
your daddy done hit you with a shovel, he seems to have knocked out any sense of anything, but left in a healthy dose of anti-Asian sentiment.
I think that was there before it got there.
So somehow he took everything out,
Yeah.
but he left in the fact that you do not like them, the Asiatic people.
When you hit someone with a shovel in a wild rage, you can't be selective about what brain parts go in and out.
Uh-huh.
I know that's right.
So I
Now,
feel like the batteries are intact,
Yes.
but you still had Asian people.
I don't hate them. I've never said I hate the word.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I laugh at them because they're a funny bunch.
Well, that is a thing.
When they eat noodle
My
food.
husband is of the sorts of Asian.
I know, but that's why it's so funny to me.
It is
Well-
a very serious thing. He is constantly being brought down on by the police and the FDA.
well, now, if I'm being fair, Slushy,
Uh-huh.
he is giving AIDS
back up a second.
monkey piss tattoos.
Yeah, but if the color of his skin wasn't the color of his skin, I do not think that people would be. That's why people do this all the time.
That
and
is
no one
true.
seems to be bringing him in.
Now, that is
monkey
true.
piss AIDS.
Right, now that is true. No,
Tattoo art. It's art.
it's art. I say
Art
art
is the art.
is art.
Art is the art.
Uh-huh.
Now,
They eat. It's like a line.
can I ask you something?
They use a line to eat.
Can I ask? You're talking chopsticks.
Oh, maybe.
What do you mean a line? How you gonna make fun of Asian? You're the dumbest old lady I ever met.
That's okay. Sticks and stones hurt me very much because I get hit with them often.
Man, your father had done a number on your
What?
head, brain, body, and love.
Yes, and, well, the townspeople also have something to do with that. Let's not rule them out.
Well,
Let's
hold on.
can't just rule out the townspeople.
Now, I don't know if you want to answer the quiz question or just maybe delve into
Well,
what the
take a
townspeople have done.
Let us take a
Yeah.
No, we got a
second.
quiz.
Because I said to myself, can't nothing be worse than being hit repeatedly about the head with a shovel.
The quiz can wait.
Yeah. Now, what did
Okay.
them old townspeople do that could be worse than your daddy hitting you with a digger?
Well, they well, they would take the gasoline lanterns.
You got gasoline lanterns
Yes,
on
they
every
would pour the
boulevard
gasoline lanterns all over me while I'm trying to sleep.
that doused you with
They would
gasoline.
douse me in gasoline. They go back to the fire from which you came, Lucifer's little child.
And then, now tell me they didn't light that old gasoline on fire.
Oh, on many occasions they did.
So you would wake up from a nice sleep. You sleeping it off because you just been hit by a shovel.
Well,
and what you find,
yes.
you were light.
Yes, I'm a lit on fire.
Hmm.
It feels like the hell on earth down the lower half of my body.
Now they would never burn the upper half.
Well, if the fire traveled that far, I'm sure it would, but it never did. I will wake up in time.
I do believe at one time I had heard about this, and in the newspaper article it said they refused to light his upper half because they feared it may be an improvement.
Yes, that was a joke they made in the newspaper that many people laughed at, which hurt me more.
Now can I say, Evelyn Boulevard?
Mhm.
And I just met you because you're and my sister, my lover, my confidant, Slush Yvonne Slush. She brought you in
Yes,
from the
Quilt
AIDS,
school.
yeah.
Yes, we were in the
From the
AIDS quilt
AIDS,
camp.
yeah.
AIDS,
Aid for
quilts
AIDS.
for AIDS,
Yeah.
who
Now-
are nursing assistants,
Yeah. But that have AIDS.
who have AIDS and need AIDS.
Aiding AIDS.
Aiding AIDS.
It was called Aiding AIDS.
8 days for 8 AIDS. Give them AIDS.
8 days aiding AIDS with AIDS.
With AIDS.
Yeah.
We
Now,
did a
that
lot
was
of good work.
Great work.
Yes.
You know what? You know what? I would rank your work
What?
an A.
Oh,
Now,
hey.
Evelyn
The
Boulevard.
Fonzie.
I would say.
Phone-
Now, did you just say Foamsy?
No, the Fonzie.
The phones, like the phones, like he
Oh,
hit.
hey.
Hey.
Now,
Hey.
she does make connections.
She does. There are
It's
some
not like when you have a
kinda-
little rat,
Mm.
but it does know sort of where to get certain things.
Yeah, it still knows how to breathe and eat cheese.
Yeah, it goes around. You say, we took half your brain out, rat, but you do seem to persevere.
Yeah, to get through.
Now, the more I hear about your lifestyle and your misgoings,
Yeah.
I must say I may have been hard on you for
Also,
everything
you were very nice to me compared to what has been done to me in the past.
Oh.
You were very nice
for
to me.
everything you've been through.
Yeah.
You may be a genius.
Oh, well, okay.
I venture to
They
say,
will say that
you are the smartest person in the world that's been hit with a shovel
repeatedly.
and lit on fire nightly
Yeah.
for up near 20 years.
Well, that's the only time I've ever heard that spoken to me.
Well, and I
Yeah.
do.
See, can I
Now,
say,
go ahead,
sorry, I
please.
cut you off.
No, Slushy,
Evelyn?
you cut whatever you want off me.
Evelyn, I would not like to do that because you is a perfect specimen of a body, human and lover.
I've had multiple things cut off me and then reattached.
Yeah, we can see the stitches.
It's very painful.
What's great about my friendship with Mrs. Evelyn Boulevard is that I tend to be a little sharp. But she don't ever care because everyone was so fucking mean and horrendous to her
Yeah.
that
That's
she doesn't
right.
seem to
I
care.
rarely notice.
Rarely notices. You could just
That is wonderful.
you could throw a goddamn you could throw a tomato at her face. You grab the tomato, put it in her mouth, eat it, be happy you gave her the sandwich.
Yeah,
Now
one
that-
time an eagle picked me up. It thought I was some kind of worm or something.
Oh yeah. Yo, eagle.
Yeah, it
I remember
did.
that. That went viral, I believe.
Yes, it did. There was a
It's
lot
a-
of people
They
commenting.
said giant worm caught by eagle.
Yes,
And I
people-
said, that's Evelyn Boulevard. That's Evelyn Boulevard. Get it down.
You did say that in the comments.
Yeah, we had to have a fireman shoot it out the sky.
It was very embarrassing.
It was scary. But I said, get down here, Evelyn. What y'all doing in the
I
sky?
thought they would extinct, but they exist still.
Yeah.
What? Hold on. You thought what was extinct?
I
An
thought
eagle?
eagles were
No, they said,
extinct.
don't risk shooting the American eagle. That's a fine specimen of American trust. I said, but that's Evelyn
I
Boulevard.
said that's a giant worm you talking about.
That's what they said. They said
That's a giant hairless worm.
Yeah.
People were shouting. People were going, that's the biggest worm I've ever seen. I'm going, I'm a person.
They said that's a scrap of whale skin that
Yeah.
eagle got carrying up there.
Oh, yeah, it was a horrific occasion.
Yeah, it's PECA. 3 men went to jail for 8 years for killing that bird to save Evelyn Boulevard. They
That
said.
ain't great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of. But we kept showing the car. But it's okay to shoot a bird when it's Evelyn Boulevard.
Most nights I go to the bed with the taste of a tranquilizer dart in the back of my throat.
Yeah.
Now they
Very
so they
sad.
take you down.
Most nights they take me down.
What are they taking you down for? Now let me tell you,
Being around.
I gotta ask a question here,
They
Slushy,
take me down for
because I am
being
starting to develop a hypotenuse
Yeah, of
Well,
in my
course.
mind.
Wasn't there a quiz?
There is a quiz,
Yeah,
but
but
let's
this,
don't try and
Interesting
change,
is interesting.
Don't try and change the
Okay,
subject on
I'm-
me, Evelyn.
Yeah.
If you had to answer, and I do
Yeah.
bequeath you to answer honestly, is there a reason in your behavior that these certain things keep happening to you?
I mean, I was imagine it's my physical atrocities.
Now the
Much
looks, you're
like-
saying what you look like.
Much like the misunderstood monster Frankenstein.
Right. Now you're not doing anything to
No,
these
I
people.
walk about. I do my
Now when you're
walkabout.
walking about,
Mhm.
what are you doing?
Well, I'm mainly walking about, and I'm talking to people in maybe a manner they don't want to be talked to.
Now, okay, now we may be on to something. When you say a manner they don't want to be talked to. Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to say Slushy. He's going to play the good Reverend Rudolph a Skirm. Now, you were...
So I'm Slushy gonna play the Rudolph Skirm.
The good
The
reverend.
good reverend. of course.
Pastor Rudolph, the Honorable Skirm.
Now,
Now, you meet him on the street.
Yeah.
You're walking along, you're talking.
Okay,
Now, you
yeah.
say hello, Slushy, you're Rudolph in the situation.
Okay. Let me act like a. Hang on. Let me
Yeah,
get
yeah,
into the
get
character
into the
for a
character.
second.
Take
This
your time.
is fun because this is what they do on the Rad Duke. They do
Oh,
their
yeah, they
little
do like
characters.
characters.
Take your time.
Okay, so let me get myself in the voice.
Yeah,
I'm
now you
Reverend
walking along, you're
Scrum.
The Reverend Honorable Reverend Pastor Rudolph Skirm.
Skirm. Okay. Hello, Evelyn.
What race are you?
I'm an Italian.
What?
What?
No, you go ahead first.
I'm an Italian American.
Growth.
I mean, that's offensive.
I'm gonna make up my sandwiches. I'm gonna make up my sandwiches for my
Evelyn, I was
wife.
just coming to say hello to you. I wanted to deliver you a treat, and you're making fun of my Italian
Yeah,
descent.
I'm gonna make up my sandwiches in my tank top.
In my tank top, I'm a man of the Lord. I don't wear tank tops.
He
I'm gonna work on my carver.
What?
I'm gonna work on my carver because I got my spaghetti brains.
It's gonna work. This bitch. I got to come back to my. Let me say for 1 second. I come back in to hear who I am. What the fuck, Evelyn? You can't just be calling people working on their cars. I got spaghetti brains. Of course, people gonna want to set you on fire.
I thought it was because of my physical atrocities.
What the fuck? Anyways,
Y'all ever seen
what you
Italian?
want?
I don't know.
Y'all ever seen Italian people?
Well, here's the thing. I will
I'm gonna
say
work on my carver. They work on the carver.
you don't got a great way of talking to people, but I am a little surprised.
Yeah.
It does seem maybe they have overreacted when they burned you nightly.
Gruesomely.
Yeah, gruesomely and
It
nightly.
looks like I'm looking at a horror film mixed with a Domino's pizza.
See, my daddy, he don't like to be called the N-word.
Well, here we go.
But he is black.
Yeah, but Evelyn Boulevard, I must say, and
Divert.
I am now very
don't
anxious
have
to
to
get
talk
back
about
to the quiz.
We don't have to talk about this subject.
I would love to get back to the quiz, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Yeah.
Now, Slushy.
I mean, it's fine to make fun of Asian people. We only got but one fan. Who is Asian?
So I guess I've gone too far.
That is a good observation. Our only fan.
Uh-huh.
Well, the only fan of the Rad Dudecast.
Uh-huh.
He don't know us.
No.
He don't know the Rad Dudette Lady Cast, which, mind you, we may just take this podcast over and do this every week.
Every fucking week.
Because
Well, that seems like I might have to be censored. Okay.
but our only fan is a church-going Asian man, and we do not seem to have given him the manner of respect for which he deserves.
May have isolated him today for finality.
But he seems to keep coming back for more and urge.
Just like Evelyn Boulevard and her lady takers.
Well, I bet he understands that the podcast is a joke. I
Now-
think he gets it.
For which movie did Renee Zellweger win her first Academy Award? Now, if you've already said that your ears are for listening, your eyes are for seeing, and your hands are for jacking off a man in a
Jacking
Chinese restaurant, I love you, Mr. Wong. You told us that.
Yo, Mr. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Now, do you want the options?
No.
Okay, tell me.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw out my first guess and just say it's got to be Mr. Jerry Maguire for 205 points. I take him.
Incorrect.
What?
Now, Evelyn Boulevard, the idea that you will even venture to answer a question that makes any kind of sense is beyond me, but I will still ask.
Throw him the ball here. See where he shoots it.
What's this now? I forgot. My brain is all foggy from my last thing that I said.
For which movie did Renee Zellweger win her first Academy Award? Now, first, even though the question is on you, you do have to buzz in with
a body bar.
with something of information about that beautiful body.
Oh, well, one time a teenage boy said that my pussy smells like a recently tarred driveway.
And for which movie
Yes.
did Renee Zellweger win her first Academy Award? Your options are as follows.
What's the
Now,
movie?
remember, when I say options,
Yeah.
the answer is most certainly going to be one of the things I say to you. So remember, what you do, the correct way to answer.
The woman who kept a diary.
Now, your options
Yes.
are Bridget Jones' Diary,
Yes.
Cold Mountain,
What's a mountain?
Chicago, or Nurse Betty. Now now it's going to be one of them four
What
words
was
I
Nurse
just
Betty
said.
about again?
For which movie did Renee Zellweger win her first Academy Award? Bridget Jones' Diary,
Yeah.
Cold Mountain,
Yeah.
Chicago, or Nurse Betty? Go ahead and answer now.
What was Nurse Betty about again?
I would venture it was about a nurse.
Nurse named Betty.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, now I never been to Chicago, and I don't know what Nurse Betty's about. Now, was Jerry Maguire mentioned?
Jerry Maguire was mentioned earlier by Slushy,
When
and
I
I
answered
said
that,
he is
and you
incorrect.
were in La
did
La
you?
Land.
Okay. I must have been drifting off in one of my
Yeah.
drifts.
Now again, I'll say it again.
The
I
number
say-
2.
Now that is vastly unexpected development.
What's number 2 about?
He is correct.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Cold Mountain.
Cold Mountain.
Which no one ever heard of.
Do I get to pick my prize?
No, there's no prize yet. We got.
Sure.
We're
I'd
tied.
like a different faith.
Well, we'll
Well,
see
we'll
my
see
Dr.
it.
Wong to see he help you.
All right.
You're
We'll,
also
They're-
a doctor.
we'll get
they're
your old
very
daddy in
good.
here with a shovel.
They're
He'll see what he
usually
can do.
doctors. Oh, what?
We'll get your daddy in here with a shovel, hit that old face, see if he can rearrange.
Oh, yeah. But it'd be nice if I could get a face transplant like in the movie.
You talking about Face Off?
Yes, the Nicolas Cage vehicle.
I do, Slushy. Can I mention something to you?
Of course.
She is. Evelyn Boulevard is, as far as I can tell, dumber than a sunny side up egg, but she does seem to have a strange knowledge for films.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't much allowed to look outside because it would upset people when they would look at me. So I would just sit at home and watch movie over and over again.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, so question number 3. Now, again, mind you, I must mention this is a general knowledge quiz. The
Of
subjects are going to range
Uh-huh.
far and wide. The quiz is not about one particular subject.
Although
Okay.
it seems to be.
Question
That's great.
3. In which language has Renee Zellweger been said to be fluent apart from English?
Buzz?
Go ahead, my friend, my furry feathered friend with
Sure.
a pussy like a hot potato.
Big and brown.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Beautiful.
Feet is meat, so go ahead and eat my feet. That's my shirt I like to write to women who would like to have sex with me.
Yeah, Ginger. That's a
What?
good shirt.
What?
That's a fine shirt.
Yeah, I like to have a good. I'm a fat foot fetish.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you got amongst the most beautiful feet I've ever seen.
And eating them.
Now,
When I die, eat me is what I'm trying to say.
I agree with that. And I will say it may be Slushy that I think your feet are so beautiful only because I'm seeing them in comparison to Evelyn Boulevard's feet, which are in basically 2 falcon's claws dipped in a molten lava covered in stones.
Oh God.
They're ugly.
They are ugly indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in which language has Renee Zellweger?
I'm gonna say something European.
Well, do you want the options?
Sure, give me options.
I give you them
Sure,
options.
sure.
Spanish, Dutch, German, or French.
German, French.
This man
Spanish.
nailed it on the first guess.
Oh, good.
It's German.
She's a very small woman.
Yeah.
Now the score here
Great body.
is 2-1. I don't know about y'all, but I'm considering just calling this quiz a day.
Oh, I could call it a day. Although everything was about Renee Zellweger, and you did know that.
Pardon me?
Everything about that quiz is about Renee Zellweger, as if you have a problem with her, a problem that you love her.
No, it was a general knowledge quiz.
Uh-huh.
Every question was about a different
Yeah, I thought that.
subject.
Mm.
Now, what are you trying to say?
Well, I'm trying about what?
The quiz.
I was trying to say that every question you say was about Renee Zellweger, as if you had some kind of problem with her and wanted to maybe be with her.
Let me look back and check that out.
Check it out. Check it out.
All the questions were about her.
Oh, that is interesting. It does appear that every question was Renee Zellweger related. Let me look at the next question, because I don't think this is a general knowledge quiz. I wrote this, and I said to myself as I was writing, I said, make sure every question is about a different subject.
Yes.
What was Renee Zellweger?
Yeah,
I think you
I'll
might
see
be
it.
right.
I'll see it.
Oh, this ain't good.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. My name's Karen. Of course, you're listening to the Rad Dudecast. You can follow us on Twitter at the Rad Dudecast, I suppose. We'll probably tweet from there, tweeter. Now, you was saying something, Slushy. What was you saying?
About what? I was going to say I have a segment, but before we do that, maybe we tell people how to follow the cast.
Okay, so you get on the best place to get all your Rad Dudecast, Ladycast information is on the at the Rad Dudecast on Twitter, of course. Now you can also go online, right? Well, I guess the Twitter's online. I'm not a big computer lady. Now I do post my schlong bulletin on the internet.
That's exciting. You can see pictures of it.
Oh, you get pictures. You get more than pictures. You come to me for your dick news. You get it all.
Well,
Now,
your voice has changed.
well, I do get excited when I talk about a man's tool. That a man goes to work.
Your shorts have come all the way up. I will say.
They have rhythm. Crack has rhythm.
Yeah.
Well, a man takes his tool and he goes to work, and he goes to work fast and hard, and he pumps away at your pussy, and you feel his throbbing.
I feel it.
Cock inside.
I feel that cock in me. I feel that cock in me.
God,
That's nice.
God, Lord in heaven, I take her this big old hog for you, and I dedicate it to your life, and I will live for you. For those that have sinned will bow down before you and feel you come into my belly. And that's what, so I do that sort of stuff for the church.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
I think that was kind of the segment we was going to do.
Wow, really?
Wait, tell me again what's the saying?
Well, no, let's say maybe we'll have to save that for another time.
Oh, did I just blow the segment?
I was going to say we're just going to take some time to pray to the Lord.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, that's not what I was doing. I was telling my bulletin. You do a prayer.
Let him know who is the best woman.
Okay, Slushy, do me a favor. Let's all hold hands here. Now you lead us in this prayer. Lead us in a prayer.
Dear Lord in heaven, dear great man with a great beard and a great body, see it that I get in there with my slim legs and my giant wet punani.
That's so big. That's a big.
What are you thankful for there, Miss Evelyn Boulevard?
Well, I'm thankful for the food that's been placed before me on this table. All the vegetables and zucchinis, and
That's pretty good.
all the fruits and the meats and everything like that. And I'm thankful for the clouds that are in the sky and the sun that be friends with the clouds, and they sit next to each other and they be hanging out during the day. And then the moon come at night time, and then the moon say, "You fellas have the night off," and then the moon is there. And I'm thankful that basically for that great meal and the great day, and I'm thankful for the beautiful body that the Lord has given me.
Now, if I say, and I am, the only word I can think of is astounded, Slushy.
Of course.
Because the last thing I ever expected when we're making our prayers to the Lord is Evelyn Boulevard make sense.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it myself.
I mean, she talking
That was
hours.
a curveball, wasn't it?
She talking hours of slappy dappy.
Uh-huh.
All of a sudden we say, Slushy got a segment. All of a sudden she's coming in real regular, like.
Yeah, real straight brain.
And that is, I do say, astounding to me. But I'm also grateful for the food that we had to eat. Boy, sometimes if I talk for a while, About an hour, 55 minutes of talking, my voice goes down. That's what's happened here.
Oh, of course.
But I'm still a lady.
Of course.
Once a lady, always a lady.
Do you women listen to the Rad Dudecast on the regular?
Me? No, because of my menstrual cramps.
I don't know what that. Yeah, of course.
I'm in too much pain because of my menstrual cramps. I can't hear a thing.
It has occurred to me that this is a very similar to an episode I once listened to called the Lone Star Western Podcast.
Yeah, very similar. All right, y'all. We gonna just check us out on
You can get on Facebook. You can follow us at the Rad Dudecast After Dark. We got a new fan page up. We're going to be pushing that out this week. Of course, we're on iTunes. Subscribe to the podcast. Listen to the podcast. And don't forget, get out there. You observe a man's penis.